Welcome to Dead Culture Radio. It's another Friday, another day, another thing that happens in the world, another occurrence. This is a very special episode. No, we're not talking about drugs or anything in high schools. We went to the Islamic Society of North Dakota to find some Muslims to talk to about Islam and their experience here. And we found one in particular who was happy to talk with us as a representative of the mosque. I'd really like to go back. I was invited back. I was actually invited back for the 4th of July. And I was really curious what the 4th of July celebration at the mosque was like, but I had other plans that day. But I would like to go back and get some other viewpoints. Dead 2 today at the mosque was you'll hear him, he's very polite, he's very professional, and almost to a fault, I feel like. He really, in all of his answers, he really seemed like he was being a representative of the mosque. So I think I would like to go and get some more personal takes, personal stories and such. But for the purposes of this interview, I think he did a fantastic job, which you'll hear in just a moment. Is there anything else to announce first? Announcements. Announcing. I'll think about it between mid-rolls. So enjoy the interview. So, how are you feeling today?
I am doing great. How about you?
I'm doing well as well. We're here in the Islamic Society of North Dakota. Yes. It's a beautiful building. I just observed you guys doing your prayers for the 1:30 prayer or so?
Yes, 1:45.
1:45. How is being a Muslim in North Dakota? Like, do you face any kind of harassment or like vandalism in the town, or do you feel pretty welcomed here?
Well, first of all, I will talk with my own personal experience. I've been here almost 9 years, and so far, North Dakota is more welcoming when it comes to any faith, not just only Islam. But still, we've experienced abuse like in Moorhead mosque. Mm-hmm. Somebody vandalized the masjid, writing death to Muslim. Mm-hmm. Once in a while, yes, we do have, but it's not something that is common. Mm-hmm. So pretty well, because I used to live in New Jersey. So since when I've been here, I can 100% say this is way more welcoming and comfortable. And also, North Dakota is a faith, it's a state of faith. Like we have Christian here, whereby, they believe. So they understand that Islam is also a religion, the way Christian is also a religion. So with my own personal experience, I think this place is more welcoming when it comes to faith compared to every other state I've been to.
Where all in America have you lived and practiced?
I live in New Jersey and I live in Ohio before I moved to North Dakota.
So you can say definitively that North Dakota is better than New Jersey and Ohio.
That is more welcoming compared to every other place I've been to. And maybe population is part of it too. Yeah. Because the bigger the state, the more, experience you have. Mm-hmm. But I can say North Dakota is more welcoming.
What would you say is the biggest humanitarian crisis that we're facing in the world today? When you look at the news, what makes you feel most distressed?
Well, my biggest concern, like I said, this is my own personal, is the future of the world and decision that the leaders are making. It is very dangerous. Some certain things, before anything, we should always consider about the children, the women, and also decreasing number is not going to help us in any way. Mm-hmm. So we have to think about whatever war is doing to us is damaging us all, not just individual.
Right.
And we should look at the advantage part of it, not disadvantage. I think we should spread more peace than the war. So
A very controversial take. I think everyone wants a little more peace. I saw a boycott Israel poster on your door. Does that weigh heavy on you, the Israel-Pakistan conflict?
I don't even know. I didn't notice that, but my own perspective when it comes to boycotting, I personally, I don't believe in that. The situation, what the damage, what does boycotting is going to solve when it comes to damage? I think we should address the whole thing at large, not looking at boycotting one another. I think it's not going to move us in any way. Because if I choose to boycott you, you boycott me as well, then we are harming the business. Why can't we just work together? Let's stop the war. Let's spread peace.
Right.
So in my own perspective, it's not something that I agree with.
In that, the way you describe it, it seems like boycotting is almost just a punitive measure. You would rather reform, make peace, change things.
That's what I prefer. Let's make peace. The damage is bigger than just boycotting. People are dying. We are worried about food or buying stuff. I mean, to me, it doesn't make any sense. We need to look at it from the root of the problem and try to see if we can bring the peace. I mean, working together, building relationships, supply chain management is what make the world moving forward, and we cannot stop that. So I don't believe the solution is that. And also, if I say boycott, not everybody in Israel actually support the war. There are some people who are not supporting it, and they might have a product. I don't want to be racist to your product just because of things that you don't even support. So looking at it, the solution is not that. The solution should be looking from the big, how can we solve the problem without boycotting?
Sure. Having conversations like this, maybe.
Yes, like this. I mean, if the leaders, if they want to stop it, they can. Just like me and you, this is all we can do. Just talk about it.
Yeah, I don't think anyone is holding a gun to Trump's head and saying, you better bomb Iran.
So they have the power to stop it. They can do way more than you and I can do. We can only talk about it. But the best we can say is, let's just solve the problem from the roots and forget about boycotting this or that. I don't think that's the solution.
If tomorrow you woke up and somehow miraculously you were the president of the United States, you have that responsibility now. What are the first 3 things you would do with that power?
Well, if I have an opportunity to be a leader, I will try as much as I can to make decisions that will favor those who are coming after us. It's not about we. We have to look above that. People just look about their present moment. Also, I will take the greediness decision out of the way. It's not about just few number of people. It's all about the whole world. So most of time, decision, if it's making by few people and forget about the majority, I think it's a greediness decision. Even though if decision is going to favor you, you have to look at people at large. And the last thing is peace. If I have an opportunity to spread peace, I do believe having a peace, making other people to have peace is also peace for you as well.
Right.
Creating problem, also creating problem for yourself, because when someone else, they are not at peace, you worry that they also going, maybe if I attack someone, definitely I'll be worried maybe they will attack me too. And it costs money.
Huge amounts of money.
Yes, because first of all, when you attack someone, you spend money. Then you have to put more money to protect yourself too, because you don't know where the problem is coming. So I think those are the three things I think I will try as much as I can to make sure that I work on if I have an opportunity to be a leader.
Let me ask you a personal question. What is your earliest childhood memory?
Well, I mean, when I was born, the world is not like this. And one thing, because I came here as a student to study in the United States, I did graduate from MSUM. And the reason why I want to come here is because there's peace, right? And if I want to go to Israel tomorrow, or Gaza, or Iran, the only thing that will stop me from going is because there's no peace. So the only thing I remember when I was young, which I will appreciate if it can continue, is peace.
It was more peaceful when you were a child?
It's more peaceful, but now as you're growing up, the world is becoming something else. Every day we wake up to see different kind of things. So that is really scary, and definitely we are worried what tomorrow is going to be if today is like this.
I keep thinking, these conflicts in the Middle East, for example, America is actually in 120 different military occupations and conflicts right now, in 110 different places in the world. But in the Middle East specifically, people today who aren't maybe paying attention, they see just what is happening today, right? They see people angry, they see people violent, they see people, they imagine Iran as just like this blown up, poor, destitute land of, third world people, right? But America has had its fingers in the Middle East for decades and decades and decades and decades. And when you screw up a part of the country, let's say 50 years ago, those consequences evolve and continue and continue and continue, and then we wonder why are things messed up everywhere else? Well, because we've been pulling oil, we've been changing regimes and getting our fingers in things, and so I think people they have such a hard time seeing people that are a different color than them, in a different place than them, as like them.
Well, first of all, the issue, yes, I do agree with what you said, but issue is beyond that. Among them is greediness. People are greedy for money. All those things sometimes it's not just only because of, sometimes you don't do things if you're not going to get anything from it. I don't want to go into that. That's one of the problems. But also, I do believe the racism does exist. People they are not familiar with seeing other people like them. It's part of it. But what contributes most to it, to me, it is considered as greediness.
Yes.
For example, right now, we might be working from the same place. I might not see you as myself, you might not see me as myself. It doesn't mean you should attack me, it doesn't mean you should do anything bad for me. But if I want to rob you, I will use racism as a tool just to steal from you.
Right.
So me, I don't believe, in my own perspective, racism might contribute to it. People might not be seeing each other as we are all the same, but still, yes, the war is beyond that. You don't just go to somewhere and do something without thinking of what you're going to get from it.
I think one thing I've read too is, and this really changed my mind when I read it, the people at the top, they're greedy, right? They have all the money, they just want more money, right? They want to start the war so that they can profit from it, right?
Yes.
But they need people down here that aren't going to profit from it.
Yes.
And so they create racism. They make the racist messages so that these people will go. The war isn't being started. The war is being started for greed. But the war is being fought through a tool of racism.
I do agree with what you just said, because now, individually, sometimes I don't think people should make decisions for you. You should be able to think yourself. Being educated is not by going to school. It's by being able to use your intellectual. That is what is called educated. If racism is still existing in this the level of millennium we find ourselves today, then people are still living backward. We're supposed to be moving forward. Like right now, I always say it a lot of time that the only thing out of the way we are created, 99.9 we are all the same except the color. There's no part of the body that the Caucasian or the white or the black has that the black doesn't have except the color. And every one of us, I'm just going to give you an example. Maybe we have a black dog, and you love the black dog, right?
I do.
You don't have a racist when it comes to animal, then why would you have it to human being? So it is, it isn't, if you look at it, you can see that racism is ignorance. Because even animal among themselves, they don't have racism among each other. We are more intellectual than animal. If animal doesn't have a racism among each other, you can see the black dog with white dog, there's no problem. We human beings that we are intellectual, that's where we have problems. So definitely ignorance is a problem. Even though if the government are promoting that, in every temples, church, mosque, we should be promoting working as a team, because sometimes maybe they benefit from it. Because if we are not unite, automatically it is benefiting them. If we work as a team and there's no racism, then we can elect the right person.
I'm going to ask you one more question and then let you go. What is the most beautiful, wonderful thing you've experienced this week?
Oh, well, I said that's a good question. This week just started. Today is just Tuesday. Well, being healthy and alive. And right now, I'm here, and I'm not under threatening that someone is going to throw the bomb on me. That is more than having millions in your account. Peace, money cannot buy it. People don't appreciate the peace they have until you have war. And the war, it's not always bring things. It's always, the end of the war is always a cry and regression. Because you will lose family if you don't lose yourself. You will lose someone that's close to you. And every time you remember, you will always regret, I wish this war never happened. So having a peace, not under the threat, and being in a place where there's no war right now, I really appreciate that.
I think Americans should appreciate and be grateful every single day that war is not being fought. America has the privilege of fighting 110 wars somewhere else, but we don't have to.
Yes.
We don't have to think about, the war, the bombs dropping here in North Dakota.
Yes, because if that happened, everything will not be in order. Nobody will go to work. Everybody will shut down. The business is not going to move, and it's going to affect a lot of things. Because we have peace, that is why America is progressing. If there's no peace, it will affect the economy and it will destroy the economy.
Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day.
You too, thank you.
Like I said, fantastic guy. I was impressed and intrigued at how every single answer he gave seemed to loop back around to a call for peace. The guy it really seemed like suing for peace in this day and age was his main concern, which is a valid take, honestly. Absolutely. Our second interview is also with Dead 2. He is a musician, a radio host, a non-payer of his electrical bill. We did this interview at the back of a local community mutual aid center during a punk show because the headliner was not tickling my fancy after a whole night of really harsh, hilarious, ridiculous music. The very boilerplate punk band didn't grasp me by the heart and pull me into the transcendent state that I was looking for. So yeah, just picture a dark and stormy night with a really tall, skinny dude with dreadlocks. Let's go. Hi, this is Dead. I'm here with Dead 2. How do you feel about Dead 2 for a pseudonym?
That's exactly how I feel. Dead 2.
Great. I was thinking about letting people choose their own pseudonyms, but no one's wanted to yet.
Nope. I like an assignment.
You don't want to be like Tetrapenis?
How many is that?
Tetra is 4.
Nope. Got a lot to deal with the one.
Echidnas have a 4-headed penis.
Say that again.
Echidnas
What?
have a 4-headed penis.
What's that? An echidna.
Yeah, you know Knuckles? Knuckles from Sonic?
Oh, damn.
The red one?
The lore has explored the depths below.
Do you know Knuckles from the Sonic the Hedgehog series?
No, but I'm going to guess it's the red one.
It is the red one. You only know that because I just said it.
Did you?
I did.
I didn't know there's a blue one and then the other one, and I just saw red. Yeah, so thanks for feeding me the answer.
What's your favorite cartoon?
Rocko's Modern Life is high up on my list from all time. Ren and Stimpy will hold a place forever because, parents said no. So that had a special time. And then just the original TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, is good. And then any Looney Tunes has shaped what I am today.
Sure. You do any... So I know you said you were 41. Almost 41. So I'm a little younger than you. I did all that stuff, but I was really young. My big thing was like the Hanna-Barbera era of like Dexter's Lab and Powerpuff Girls.
Okay, that's new Hanna-Barbera, right?
Yeah.
Versus like the rating of the old stash for like a C-Lab 2021.
Right.
Which in Space Ghost, which I loved too, bringing back that old stuff. But all that old classic animation, I want it. I want more of it, Sure, there's tools we got now to like cheat, like animate a picture. Right. That's as far as I want AI in my cartoons to touch.
Right.
Give me a team. Give me a team of people who love drawing funny stuff, and I'm here for that.
I've been writing again, and I have to do a lot of research for this writing product that I'm doing, and I'm using AI to like put together outlines and stuff, and then every once in a while the AI will try to write for me, and it's the cringiest shit of all time. I'm like, do not. I put it in the little AI memory. I was like, do not fucking write for me. I don't want to read your AI trash writing at all. You are a tool for giving me information and organizing it. You are not a fucking author.
What do you think it is about your integrity that's keeping you from just hitting publish on that? A lot of other creators are just hitting publish with that.
I mean, I'm tempted every once in a while. My big grift that I would like to do, and I've tried to do this actually. I have a Teespring,
Yeah, t-shirt.
Yeah, the t-shirt printing, where I AI generated a bunch of like cartoon rednecks and put like American like don't touch my guns type shit on it and tried to sell it to alt-right people. Like I made a bunch of alt-right AI generated t-shirts and no one bought them.
What the hell? That seems that you should be like having trouble keeping this stock.
Right. But well, apparently I'm not hitting the clit on that one.
Well, I was at a flea market and I saw this shirt and the guy prints them right there. So I bought it and it says strawberries jam, but this Glock don't. And it's a raccoon with a gun.
That.
And so I thought it was so dumb that I bought it. And then like he's printing it and I'm looking around and it's like, oh, Trump's my savior shirts. And I was like, oh no, did I just buy like some fucking right wing fucking bullshit? And I'm like, so can I even wear it now? Is it like the MAGA hat of raccoon gun shirts?
I saw. I was at the little play place in the mall because my children were there. I wasn't there alone. I wasn't just looking at other people's kids. But the other mom, I wasn't looking at other moms either.
Yeah, right. Dead two don't believe nothing.
But the other mom had that shirt on, and I was like, that's really funny. That's my whole story.
The strawberry jams, the Glock shirt?
Yeah, with the raccoon, yeah.
Okay, I'd rate her, though. We're far right or just regular mom?
You know, I didn't ask. She didn't look particularly political, if I had to say.
Yeah, not strapped with ammo belts around the shoulder or anything, nothing like that?
So, judging from your tone, I would say you're a leftist.
I'd put it right at where the good ideas come from. I was thinking of starting a new party, the Good Ideists, where we recognize good ideas wherever they come from.
Do you think gun ownership is a good idea?
Well, the only thing that because my grandpas were sheriffs when I grew up. I had 2 sheriff grandpas, and so I grew up with guns, and I just think that it's really hard to shoot stuff without them. So yeah, we need guns. Yeah. Stay locked, stay loaded.
Any regulation? If you were head of the committee for gun regulation right now, you woke up tomorrow and you could decide the fate of gun regulation in America, what would you say?
I'd say I gotta go back to sleep for a while for sure. I have to think about that, but they're not for everyone.
Yeah.
I'm in a different situation because I grew up knowing what they are for, essentially, and treating them with respect and not harming people,
Is that something that you think you could or would, test? Like someone has to pass a test for competence? Like a license, like a driver's license?
I don't know. The test can be so crammed and studied for and probably cheated that, I don't know, you want to help me? We'll be the delegation. People come talk to us, and we talk to them, and we'll just see if they're okay when we talk to them.
You want to do vibes?
Yeah, the written vibe check. Yeah, vibes. Sorry, dude. No.
We should do more of our government regulation on vibe check.
Yeah, have you seen that Tim Robinson skit where he walks into a gun store and he wants to get a gun for self-defense, obviously. But then it turns out that a lot of people have been kicking him out of public bathrooms for doing all his paint jobs and whatnot in there. It's might not actually be for self-defense, but he wouldn't have passed the vibe check, And that gun guy in the skit too, he says, "I never do this, but you can't have a gun."
I try not to take hardline stances on most things, just because I try to, I don't want to be a centrist, but I'm a bit of a centrist at heart. And with the gun thing, I understood giving your guns, I'll say this. I understood liberals wanting to give their guns to the government when Obama was president. And then Trump became president and liberals still wanted to give their guns to the government. And I'm like, there's a disconnect here. You hate Trump and you think that there's a dictatorship coming and you want to give the dictatorship all your guns.
No. No. A sneaky gun for the win,
What do you think
Be safe, be smart, don't hurt people.
What do you think is the worst U.S. policy or law that you would change? What's the thing that's least just in America right now?
It's definitely that bloated-ass ICE budget. And then they proved that they could build alligator Alcatraz in 2 nights. Oh. And then that could be just popping up in any major city for homeless housing.
I think I've read 3 or 4 sentences about alligator Alcatraz, and I immediately manifested a hernia and wanted to die.
You think you're going there first or me?
I don't know. You look more ethnic than me.
I know. Yeah.
I pass as white.
I used to too, but when they come for the LGBTQ folks, I think I look pretty plus. I don't even know what that means, but I'm getting roped up. I look plus as fuck.
I'm gay extra.
Yeah, I don't know, but hopefully they like comedy in the concentration camps, and we'll do jokes for a couple days until they gas us down,
So what would your ideal immigration policy be then, in a nutshell, vaguely?
I'd probably, if I had the memory for it, just recite what it says on the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
You're poor, you're weak, or whatever. Get the fuck over here.
Are you open borders guy?
I want to leave. So I hope the borders stay open for that. We got to get out too. Yeah. If someone wants to be somewhere, this is real life. You should get to go do your thing because this is real life. It's the only one we know. Get over there. Dig a tunnel. Jump the thing. Get on a plane. Do it right. Do it wrong. Who cares?
Do you think not speaking English makes you un-American?
No other language. Yeah. What do you mean? No. I think my grandma said this the other day. She was like talking about different cultures speaking different languages, and I was like, oh yeah, Graham, can you imagine the mess it was when we first came over here, and everyone's native and speaking Native American, and then they got the French speaking French and the Germans speaking German, and then the English are like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Crikey, give me a crumpet,
Crikey, give me a crumpet.
Yeah.
Me, the English accent, mate.
And then we picked that one. Yeah, I'd speak anything. I don't care. This is just what I was brought up in.
Oh, perfect. No, I ask because I feel like the language barrier and skin color and or ethnic facial features are the first thing that white Americans look at as opportunities to others.
I noticed something different about black people.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's the skin. The skin is different. Yeah. And that's about it. Yeah. Otherwise, everyone's fucking cool.
Well, and they're
get along and just make this work.
And they're better rappers.
We shouldn't have just one-wheel skateboards. We should have no-wheel skateboards, and we should be able to take to the air. We got to figure this out, people.
If we didn't have racism, we would have hoverboards by now.
Yeah, you saw the Jetsons. You know what I'm talking about.
I saw everyone in the Jetsons was white.
They fixed it. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Strike that from the record. Redacted. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of... I actually haven't seen any of this, but I'm thinking about it right now. The Jetsons ground. Because they live up on this giant stilts, above the clouds. Yeah. Do you imagine that there are poor people who can't live, and it's literally high class is way up there, and there's a low class Jetsons population on the ground level?
I recommend ground level is not even considered people, so only people live up in the stilts with critters below, or whatever rhetoric is the rhetoric of today, vermin or yeah, I hate even saying that word.
Yeah, I love the ilk.
Yeah, that's not a yuck against the vermin, it's against the word, the terminology.
I believe in the Bible when you're talking about kosher foods, it's the things which creep on the ground is something you're not allowed to eat.
Yeah, and that's also where we're not supposed to spill our seed, right?
Correct.
Because of the critters, or?
Probably. I mean, I think a lizard might steal your cum.
Yeah, do you think they love it?
My cat really likes licking my cum.
Yeah, do we owe it to them?
Do we owe lizards our cum?
Any ground critter, any
creature that crawls upon the ground.
Essentially, I got a protein spout, and if these guys are hungry.
A lot of zinc.
Is that good? You shouldn't have that much heavy metals in there. Cum is for microplastics. Haven't you heard?
Oh, there's microplastics in my cum.
Yeah, sexually transmitted microplastics are on the rise.
Do you think if you use those silicone masturbators, you get a bunch of microplastics in your dick?
Well, if you're doing an insertable, yeah. If you just stand on the outside, you should be fine, kids.
I was so in the mood the other day to watch porn of a penis being inserted into an orifice, right? Just that part. I just wanted a compilation of just the beginning, right? Just the start.
Yeah, okay.
Of coitus. And so I searched penis insertion compilation.
Oh no, you got the inserts. Yeah.
I got the wrong video.
Yeah. Docking, I think it's a lie.
You think it's a lie? You don't think anyone does it?
Well, it's bullshit. I got a king-size Sharpie in right now, and I can't imagine this thing going much bigger, It's gonna tear.
If my penis is flaccid, my skin's pretty stretchy down there. I can shove, a couple inches inward. I can kind of turn my dick inside out if it's completely flaccid.
Are you shorn?
I am.
How?
It's really malleable down there.
Can you paint the picture for the listener?
I can't. How do you feel about circumcision?
I got robbed, dog, but with the price of 3D printing human tissue coming down, I'm ready to get like 4 or 5 skin put back on. I'm thinking something like sleeves and like ankles, something I could roll up in the summer and something I could put down in the winter, you know? Yeah, it's like...
Keep that tip warm.
Yeah, well, and the arms too, yeah, and the legs, yeah.
Did you see
everywhere.
Did you see the clip of the Republican senator, I think, who was complaining about about America paying for African circumcisions?
No, and I wonder what the hell I'm doing on Reddit all day.
If you're not talking about African circumcision?
Stories I've missed, you know, like you think I'd be like well aware, but nope, the comments are just not coming through for me.
Apparently, and I had to look this up, I had to fact check this, and I don't know if I believe it still, but apparently foreskins, having an intact foreskin makes you 30% more susceptible to HIV. With specifically heterosexual sex. Apparently the vaginal fluid transmits HIV more efficiently to the foreskin.
I don't know nothing about that.
Just if you had to say it was true or not, does it sound true?
I mean, you could theoretically hold cupfuls of juice in a big skin like that.
Cupfuls of juice in a big skin.
Yeah, I'd like to be quoted on that.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, fellas? Also, I read on the internet that if you are circumcised, you can never achieve full enlightenment.
It's true.
The nervous system is severed, and now I'm sad because I'm trying, and it's never going to amount to the pinnacle, you know?
Do you know these guys?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's take a break, Dad, and talk to these guys.
Hi, guys.
Hi, how are you?
This is
my son Atticus.
Hi, Atticus.
Hi.
I'm actually going to cut this interview off here because you look like you're about to do stuff.
Not much.
Yes, what do you want me to do?
Clap 3 times.
Oh.
Perfect. Thank you. And that's it for Dead Culture Radio this week. If you'd like to be on the podcast, shout us out, give us a holler, come to my house in the middle of the night, break in through my windows and come to my bed and stand above me and say, Dad, I want to be on your podcast, please interview me. And we'll definitely set something up. That's my preferred way of scheduling. If you use like a telephone or mail me or do something with the internet, I don't really know how any of that works. So yeah, please just come to my house and harass me in the middle of the night. And I just think trespassing is hot too, so that'll help me. That'll help me a lot if you would do that for me. The train's going by. I don't know if the microphone will pick it up, but it's going toot toot. So anyway, remember to smooch your friends, smooch your cats, smooch your dogs, smooch a tree. Try not to get any ants in your mouth when you're doing that. Smooching the tree. Sometimes I'm hugging a tree and then I notice I'm covered in ants. So be careful of that. But you know, if you like ants, maybe that's a plus for you. We will be back next week. I have some other interviews lined up. I'm finally rebuilding a little buffer for myself. So stay tuned for that. And smooches. Mwah.